These videos are filmed in the city of Toronto. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Hello and welcome to Movement with Laurelle, hosted by Wild Wandering Creations. I'm Laurelle and I'll be leading you through your practice today. Go ahead and settle into a nice comfortable seat. We're going to start here. Maybe you slide something underneath your seat. Maybe you just begin to root down through those sits bones. Close down those eyes, soften the gaze, and allow yourself to arrive in this moment. And today we're going to be focusing on element air, our vital life force. So focusing on that breath, allowing that connection to move us through our practice. And element air reminds us that it is the breath of life. So we are all connected through element air. We all breathe in that same air. So just feeling that connection with all beings everywhere. Go ahead, soften into it, relax the shoulders, relax the muscles of the face, and allow yourselves to just simply be here, feeling that breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Giving yourself a moment to check in and notice how you're feeling. Whether that means that you're energized or maybe you're tired, whatever it is, just slowly beginning to check in with yourself and recognizing and acknowledging how you're feeling. Allowing that breath to give that element of light, free, being in flow. And as we settle into our body, just taking a moment to recognize that yoga is an ancient Eastern practice, most notably from India, and thanking our South Asian ancestors who cultivated this practice for us to be able to partake in it. If you like to work with an intention or an affirmation, today you can use I am united with all beings. Allowing that breath, that energy, that prana to ignite you today. Allowing it to guide you through your practice and really listening to the rhythm of the breath. Not worrying so much about the shapes themselves, but just feeling into those sensations. Allowing yourself to acknowledge each little movement, each transition. And to start, we're going to take one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart, and we're just going to find a 4-count breath. And if a 4-count breath is challenging for you today, you can just listen to the sound of my voice and just follow your own natural rhythm. Well, I'll take a nice cleansing breath in, and then side out the mouth, let it go. And we'll begin. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last one here. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the breath go. Keep that connection with the hands. And just begin to feel the belly and the chest expand with each inhale and exhale. Notice where that breath is showing up, where it's lingering, where it's taking up space. And noticing what you feel. And when you think about element air, what comes to mind? What do you think about? Do you think about a breeze outside? Do you think about maybe a warm breeze by the ocean? Do you think of fast wind moving, leaves blowing? What is it that comes to mind? Just thinking. And if nothing comes to mind, don't worry about it. Just simply noticing. And then on your next in-breath, you're just going to take the hands, interlace them, and take them behind the head. Allow the back of the head to rest in the palms of the hands. And you're going to inhale here to expand through the heart, lift the chest, arch through the spine, gaze up. And then exhale, round everything in, tuck the chin in towards your chest. Inhale here to lift and open. And exhale to round. Really linking that breath with movement. Inhale here to open. And exhale to round. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, round. 1 more here. Inhale. And exhale, round. Let it go. Inhale, heel, slowly come up through center. And you're just going to begin to guide that right elbow over towards that right side, finding a little side bend here. And then just gently release that right hand down towards the earth, a little micro bend in that elbow. And you're just going to open up through the chest here. Lift the gaze towards the sky. Breathe here for 3. For 2. And for 1, slowly come back up through center. Take that right hand back behind the head. And then we'll slowly draw that left elbow down. Gently release the left hand as you press it into the earth and open up through the chest towards that right side. Noticing the differences between sides. Noticing how it feels for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up through center. Release the hands out towards the side, almost like you're pressing that energy, that air out away from you. And then exhale, just release the hands all the way down towards the earth. We're just going to move any props off to the side. And we're going to come into an all fours position. So you can go ahead and take the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingertips spread nice and wide. You can keep the toes untucked for now. Really pressing evenly through the hands. And you're going to begin to draw the navel in towards the spine. And we're going to find a nice strong foundation here. We're just going to find a few scapula push-ups. So what I want you to do is press the earth away, almost dome through the shoulders. And then as you exhale, I just want you to drop through the shoulders, creating a little bit of space, but keeping that spine straight. Inhale to press the floor away. Exhale to soften. Inhale, press that floor away. Exhale, drop through. Just a little shoulder movement. Let's do 3 more on our own. Inhale. Exhale. Letting that breath guide how fast you're going and making sure that you're keeping that connection and that you're not rushing the movements. 1 more here. And then exhale, soften here. Slowly find that neutral spine, strong foundation. We're going to tuck through both feet. And you're just going to gently slide that right foot back, but trying to keep the strong foundation through the upper body. Hold for a breath. And then exhale, take it back underneath the knee. Gently slide that left leg back. Keep the hips square to the floor, pressing into the hands. Exhale, knee comes down. Move with breath here. Inhale, press that right foot back. Exhale, take it down. Inhale here to extend through the left leg. And exhale to drop it down. 1 more each side. Press the right foot back. Make sure that you're not distributing the weight to one side more than the other. Keep it even. Let's take the left leg back. And then slowly on your next in-breath, you're just going to begin to lift that right leg all the way up. Square off those hips. Guide that foot over towards the left side of the mat, over top of the left foot, and just gaze over that left shoulder. We're here for 3, for 2, and And for one, slowly take that leg all the way back. Hold for one breath. And then exhale, just release it down towards the earth. On your next breath, extend the left leg. Drop through the left hip, square up those hips, and guide it over towards the right side. Gaze falls over that right shoulder, lean into it. Use those left toes for support. Feel that whole breath travel the length of the spine. And then your next inhale takes that leg all the way back up through center. Gently release that knee all the way down. Keeping the toes tucked, ground down through the hands. Lift up through the hips, finding downward facing dog. Now pay attention to the feet here, seeing how close those heels reach to the earth and not being too hard on ourselves if they don't quite reach. Leaning into it. Bending one knee and then the other just to get into the legs. Slowly press the heels all the way down. And then we're just going to begin to walk the feet towards the hands, towards the top of the mat. Fold forward here. Inhale here to find a little length. And then exhale, fold. Grabbing onto opposite elbows here, just letting that head hang heavy, and then just maybe finding a little sway from side to side. Releasing through the face, relaxing all the muscles in the head, neck, and shoulders. Let the crown of the head fall towards the earth for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly release the hands down, and then you're just going to roll your body all the way up, taking your time, feeling the spine unravel. Head, neck, and shoulders come up last. Relax those shoulders all the way down. And pressing all 4 corners of the feet into the earth. And you're just going to begin to ground down through that left foot and begin to lift up through that right knee. Making sure that that right knee doesn't come any higher than that hip. Hands can come together at heart center. And we're just going to begin to circle out that knee one way and then the other way. Playing around with movement here. And then slowly we'll find some stillness. Find that balance within you. Often we can use the breath to find that little inner balance. And then we're just going to press that right foot, step it across the left leg, reach the arms up towards the sky, grab a hold of that right wrist and pull it over towards the left side. Side body stretch, reach over. And then inhale here, let's come back through center. Release the hands and fold all the way forward over the crossed legs. Slowly begin to take the hands over towards that right side. Come back through center, over towards the left. All the way back through. Keep those hands grounded down and just going to step that right foot beside the left. Fold forward here. Inhale here to find that nice flat back. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, we'll take those hands together at heart center, Samastiti. Pressing into the right foot. Begin to lift up through the left knee. Flexing through those toes. Let's circle out that knee one way. And then we'll circle it out the other way. Just getting into the hips. Getting into the body. One more here. And then slowly finding stillness. Find that balance. Find that inner breath. And then release that left foot. Cross it over the right. Reach the fingertips high. Grab a hold of that left wrist. Let's pull it over towards that right side. Softening into the feet here. Maybe finding some audible breath, just sighing it out, letting it go. And then inhale here. Let's come all the way back through center. Release the hands. Exhale. Let's fold forward over those crossed legs. Take a moment here. Seeing if you can relax the muscles of the face. Slowly walking the hands over towards that left side. And then we'll slowly come over towards the right side. Inhale here, let's come back through center. Ground down through the hands as you step that left foot out towards the side. Feet are underneath the hips, press down through the feet. Inhale, find that length, find that nice flat back. And then exhale, let's fold forward. Step that left foot all the way back and release that knee all the way down towards the earth. Keep pressing into the feet. Take a moment here. Maybe take one hand on the knee, maybe take both hands on the knee. You can untuck those back toes and just begin to find a little pulse in that front leg. Just finding a little movement here. And reminding yourself, I am united with all beings. Feeling into that life force, that energy, that prana. Touching all beings everywhere, that breath. One more here. And then you're just going to begin to release that left hand to the inside of the right foot. Inhale to reach that right arm forward, and then exhale, let's take it all the way back. Allow that gaze to follow that right hand. Inhale, come forward, sweep it forward. Exhale, shift the hips back, find half split. 2 more just like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift those hips back. Trying to keep the spine long. Inhale, reach and extend. And then last time here, reach forward, shift those hips all the way back. And this time, let's release that right hand on the other side of that leg. You can find a little pulse here if you want, if that helps, depending on how it's feeling in the back of that right leg. Mine's a little tight today, so I'm going to find a little pulse because that's a little easier for me today. So what do you need? Do you need a little movement? Do you need a little stillness? Listening to that breath and allowing it to support you in this practice today. The breath tells us so much. One more breath here. And then slowly step that foot all the way forward. Ground down through those hands, tuck through the toes, and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Fold the body. Inhale, let's find that length. Exhale, release the hand, step that right foot back behind you, and gently release that knee all the way down. Take your time here as you bring the hands to the knee. And then again, maybe find that little pulse, that little release. When we start to listen to the breath and notice it, we start to pay attention to how we move. How often do we pay attention to what we do in our practice besides just focusing on the movements? But when we focus on the sensations, we can start to see our little patterns. One more breath. And then slowly release that right hand to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, sweeps the left arm forward. Exhale, take it back. Allow the gaze to follow that hand. And then inhale, sweep it forward. Shift the hips back. Soften in half split. Inhale to reach, bend into the front knee. Take the left hand back. Inhale, reach forward. Shift the hips. Fold forward. Last one here, inhale. Reach it back. And then slowly shift those hips all the way back. Release that left hand and soften over that front leg. Shift the left hip back so that it's in line with the right. And again, maybe you find that little pulse. Maybe you find a little stillness. Noticing your breath. Noticing where it's lingering and noticing how it feels. Is it constricted? Is it fast? Is it slow and rhythmic? One more deep breath here. And then slowly let's step that foot forward. Frame the front foot, tuck the toes. And you're going to step that left foot all the way back, coming into downward facing dog. Let's lower our knees all the way down towards the earth. Take them nice and wide. Big toes touch, shift back. Child's pose. Release the forehead down towards the earth and allow the arms to fall heavy. Give yourself this moment to check in with yourself. So seeing if you can soften those hips down a little bit more. Feel that breath. Maybe breathe into the pelvis and along the spine, and you feel it reach the crown of the head, and you feel it reach those fingertips. Child's pose is such a good place to check in with ourselves and notice how we're feeling. So really sink the hips low. Really soften the muscles of the face. Maybe even sigh the breath at the mouth. And with each exhale, maybe you're able to come a little closer. Drop the hips a little closer to the heels. Feel that connection with the earth a little deeper. A few more deep breaths here. Allow yourself to really sink into those hips. And then when you feel ready, slowly begin to press those hands into your mat, and you're slowly going to come forward. Shift those legs off towards the side, and you're just going to take those legs forward in front of you. Take the soles of the feet towards the earth, and just take a little peek behind you to make sure that you have enough room to lean all the way back. You're just going to hook your hands underneath those thighs, and we're just going to rock and roll a few times on our back. Just feeling that gentle release. Let it go. And then slowly we'll settle all the way down towards our spine, hugging our knees in towards our chest, giving ourselves a little rock from side to side. And then just release the soles of the feet to the earth, release the arms. And you're going to take those arms out nice and wide in a T shape. And you're just going to shift your hips over towards the right side and allow your knees to fall over towards the left. You're just going to release the palms up towards the sky so the backs of the hands are resting here. And on your in-breath, you're going to reach that right arm all the way up towards the sky. Take it all the way over towards that left side. And as you exhale, you're just going to peel open the chest, release the right arm. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift over towards the left. Exhale, slide the chest open. 1 more here. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, peel open the heart. Take both palms down towards the earth, shoulders ground down, and allow your gaze to follow the right fingertips. Settling the body on this side. Noticing where in your body you can soften a little more. Feeling that energy, that prana, that life force as it moves through you. And maybe as you concentrate on the breath and bring your awareness there, you're able to still the mind. You're able to quiet. You're able to just be. We're here for 1 more breath. And then slowly let's come all the way back through center. Gaze comes back through center. Knees shift up towards the sky, and you're just going to shift the hips over towards the left side and allow the knees to fall over towards the right. Palms face up towards the sky. We're going to find that movement with our arms. On your in-breath, reach the left arm up, take it over towards the right side, and then as you exhale, peel the arms open. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open the heart. 1 more just like that. In breath. Out breath. Peel open here. Release the hands down towards the earth. Allow that gaze to follow over towards the left side and see if you can soften in the knees and the hips a little more. Feel that nice expansion in the heart. Feel that nice opening. As we invite the breath in, we create more space in the body, more space in the mind. And we're able to feel that connection with all beings everywhere a little deeper. We're here for 1 more breath. Feel it into your entire body, and then slowly begin to draw the knees back up towards the earth. Gaze follows. Hips shift to the center of the mat. Knees hug in towards your chest. One last time. Give yourself that nice squeeze, that nice little release. Maybe you squeeze everything in a nice tight ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, release, extend the legs, extend the arms. Soften into your final resting shape of Shavasana. And your resting shape can look like any shape. It can be in a fetal position. It can be in constructive rest with the knees bent and the soles of the feet placed on the earth. You can slide some support underneath the knees in Shavasana. Whatever you need, just giving yourself this moment of rest. And I invite you to stay here and linger here as long as it feels good for you. You can even press pause in the video and just give yourself 5 minutes of stillness, just to check in, just to notice. Just to embrace yourself, embrace silence. That is where real relaxation is, in stillness and just being. So give yourself the time to unfold, unravel, rest. And then when you feel ready, slowly ease yourself out of the shape, wiggling the fingers, the toes, rocking the head from side to side. Maybe hugging the knees in towards your chest. And then finding your way to a seat, whether you find a fetal position, maybe you roll all the way up, whatever that is. Just taking a moment here to listen to yourself. Listen to the breath. Feeling that connection with everyone everywhere. Feeling that place of support. And it's so challenging right now to feel that connection with other people in the state of the world right now. So just using that breath, that energy, that prana to deepen that connection. And knowing that even when it doesn't feel like we're connected, that we are. So taking a moment here to thank yourself for showing up, for moving and breathing. Draw the hands towards heart center. Allow yourself to bow down towards the hands. Close down the eyes, maybe soften the gaze, and we'll repeat that affirmation. I am united with all beings. And with gratitude for our practice and with gratitude for our community, thank you so much for holding space with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know how this practice left you feeling in the comment section below. Give it a like if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can receive free yoga and meditation videos every single week. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I will see you back on the mat next week.